Superman. A lot of you cats, when you start your businesses, especially if you're a black man, a black woman in this game, y'all imagine people to be more than what they are. Most of the time, it's white people. And you, for some reason, a lot of you cats, y'all get intimidated. Y'all see a white dude and he say he an accountant, and you believe he better than any accountant you got. A lot of you cats in the music industry, y'all say, I got me a Jewish lawyer. Like all of a sudden, because they believe in the Old Testament, homie, that they know more about the law. A lot of you cats, if you need to have you want to move someplace, you move where Superman and the white people are. If you want a better school, you look at where the white people are. This is some weird shit that y'all do, because it's hard to be a black man and to be proud of yourself when everything you do and everything that you think is better, you go to some other group to get. A lot of you cats don't even know that you have this kind of inferior thinking going through your head. You know what I'm saying? Freeman, I can't really hang around black people because all this stuff is bad and all. And knowing your bitch ass ain't never been over to no decent black neighborhood to know if everything's okay. Your scary ass won't even go get something to eat on that side of town to know. So how the hell you gonna tell everybody else that this is better? I brought this up, man, because when we talking about money, you believing that some other group, you not investigating what motherfuckers really are about and just giving them default power and shit, like every white person you see is fucking Superman in this game. You know what I'm saying? Is you being just as stupid. That's why motherfuckers getting over on your bitch ass right now when it comes to your talents and your money. Is because you think as soon as they validate it, you know what I'm saying, or something I used to tell my buddies, I used to call it ATW. And then my buddies used to call it, what's ATW? And I said, according to Whitey, this is the way shit should be. Y'all all have that ATW syndrome in y'all head. As soon as some white guy say it on TV, it must be right. Even if the white guy says it about black people and it happens to be 1 block away from your motherfucking house, you still think the motherfucker in the studio, way out in Burbank, know what's going on in Compton. A lot of y'all dumb motherfuckers got this shit in spades, homie. Or I shouldn't say spades because it sound like a black thing, huh? Maybe I should say y'all got this shit in salt or something else in powder, cocaine, whatever white y'all want to use, homie. I just had to put this shit out here because a lot of you young cats, man, y'all don't even know that y'all do this dumb shit. It's hard to be strong, homie, when everything you think is vital in your business, you give to another motherfucker. You keep giving it to another group, another race. When you think of somebody not cheating you, you think, oh, I better go with the white dudes. When you think of somebody who has a better house, I better go to there. If it's something with better schools, I better go there. If I get me a car, I'm going to go to this white guy because they're more. I said, you're not learning the game. In this thing with money, I bring up race because I'm black. But in this thing with money, homie, no one can be trusted with the chips, partner. You walking around giving somebody, you see that white lady on a Progressive commercial, you say, she's great, she's gonna give me a fair deal. That's you being a sucker and a customer, homie, in this game. Everybody is trying to get over. That's the nature of the game, which is another podcast I got coming up. But realistically, you can't trust anyone when it comes to money. You deciding one group is more fair than the others is you being an absolute dickhead, an absolute sucker. And a lot of you motherfuckers love this thing. You want this thing. You want to be accepted by it. So if you have a lot of white friends, that means y'all must be okay. Why? What the hell I got to do with anything? Because I go to the white clubs and it's mean I'm cool. You motherfuckers want to get put on so much that you just accept that they're Superman. So of course when it comes to business, of course when it comes to law, of course when it comes to anything you have any conflict with white people, it must be deep down in you cowards' heads and in your heart that you must be going against Superman. And if you're a black woman, you must be going against Wonder Woman. You must think these motherfuckers are made out of something. Something better, something more. So in realistic, it's like going into a fight, homie. If you ever been into a fight and you know that the other dude might have the upper hand, you already lost. But if you feel that motherfucker breathing like me, that motherfucker, if he get hit in his nuts like me, he gonna hurt. If I sock that motherfucker in his neck, it's gonna be hard for him to breathe too, right? Then I got a chance. And that's all I need. I need to level the playing field. That motherfucker ain't super. He didn't do nothing. A lot of you cats, when you don't get this higher education, when you don't go to college, you imagine that these cops, somehow their bullets are more lethal than yours. Homie, that's your problem. When you don't go and you don't sit next to all these white people in school, you start to believe, oh, she knows what she's talking about. Why? Because they gave her a title, and she went to this school. There's plenty of, look, let me give you something, man. I got a bottom line you cats on a lot of this shit real early, because I don't want y'all getting lost 10 minutes from now. If everybody you saw, if all these white people were smart, homie, it would be way more shit. They would be opening up business. They wouldn't be listening to the Rise and Grind like I know a couple of white cats are. They listening right now. Why would he be picking up game from a black man if he already knew what the fuck the game was about, homie? Y'all give them too much credit. You give them too much power by assuming that when they start a business, it's going to be better. Why? Because they're white. Like a sprinkle of whiteness is going to make shit better. You know what I'm saying? If you've ever been in school, if you ever work in a corporate environment, for a lot of my brothers and sisters in these corporate environments, you're sitting right next to dumbass white people right now. As you listen to this, as you drive in the morning, you know you dumbass motherfucker. I don't know how he got there. The only reason he got there is because he's white. Exactly, because black people don't own the business, so the white people are going to naturally promote whites. But if you own your business, you can naturally promote blacks. But you know, like I know, because I went to law school with these motherfuckers, and I was sitting right next to them. And when I'm scared of the world, because when these motherfuckers get up to become mayor and all this shit, I know they used to cry at night. I know motherfuckers who used to pee on themselves when the test came. I know motherfuckers who used to have to take Tums and Pepsi and shit every time something bad happened. I know motherfuckers who are scared to walk down the street. These are the motherfuckers you look up to? This is how you see yourself? This is why you feel starting a business is such a challenge. Because when you go into the bank, you say, will this white person like me? They know so much more than me. They don't know jack shit. If they knew something, they wouldn't be working for nobody. Again, man, you gotta learn. Or unlearn, homie, shit, if I got to. Or re-educate yourself to looking at the world in a flat way. And that means if all these motherfuckers you thought were smart were as smart as you thought they were, it would be a whole bunch more of these motherfuckers, wouldn't it? And it ain't. They sitting right next to you. Look at the Tea Party and all this shit going down right now. That does not seem like a whole bunch of smart white people to me, does it? How about you? You sitting there and you think they must really have... No, they look like a whole bunch of angry people that are ignorant, just like everybody else who's ignorant. An angry mob of black people seem ignorant. An angry mob of white people seem ignorant. These motherfuckers don't look smart. They don't look like they in charge of themselves. They don't look like they run the damn country, do they? If they were running the damn country, why would they complain? Again, the way a lot of us grew up, because you grew up the children and daughters, or the sons and daughters of cowards. You understand what I mean? Who really look at these people and think, oh shit, if the white people start a militia, we better watch out. They're gonna come and get us. Are you joking? Are you really joking, man? I mean, we grew up in my neighborhood with Uzis and Tech 9s and all. I mean, come on down. That shit ain't going down in Compton. That's gonna be the last bunker. If you scared and you black and you in LA, just come through Compton and you'll see that we're well armed. And that shit, you better come through with bomb planes on top. You better get some Gaddafi shit to come. Because a lot of you cats, you're scared from the jump of white people. And you give them this power. This is not a racist thing, but like I always tell you in the beginning, I purely, and I mean this one from the bottom of my fucking heart, I don't give a fuck if you get offended. One day, I'm sure you'll come and tell me to my face and I will put you down. If you come with your shit, I'll have my shit. If you come in peace, I'll be peaceful. I don't really give a fuck about whether motherfuckers get offended or not. For my people, for black people, for black women, for corporate cats going into this situation, you know like I know, these motherfuckers don't know what they doing. I'm not saying they dumb. It's the same percentage as everybody else. When you make the playing field level, you see that there's smart people in every group and there's dumb people in every group. But since you and I come from this group and people have been telling us that these motherfuckers must be Iron Man, Captain America, the Incredible Hulk, all these other motherfuckers, Goku, the dude from the Transformers, the greatest American hero, you know what I'm saying? Fucking they could be blind, Daredevil, and they still got powers. You motherfuckers really get intimidated by it. You shrug your shoulders, you put your head down. You talk to people like, yes, sir, if I can, get a piece of your time. You go into a law firm with motherfuckers that you gotta pay, talking like you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Like he's not here to help you. You hired his ass. You got to get over this shit. These motherfuckers are not Superman. In fact, homie, the dude with the sack, and when I mean the sack, I don't mean no drug shit. It sound like that. But the dude with the money and the dude with the wherewithal is the most powerful motherfucker in the world. Now, I got the money and the wherewithal. You cats need to get your money up. But you won't walk down the street like somebody, you know, when I walk into some places, you might get this as you get older or as you get your money. Someone to say, you know, you seem arrogant. I don't seem arrogant. You a motherfucking coward, and I'm not. If something gonna go down, I'm gonna win. If somebody gonna get in my face, I'm gonna sock that bitch first. If somebody come after my business, I'm gonna come after that motherfucker. If this motherfucker think he can say some shit behind my back and I don't come back, that motherfucker got another thing coming. Now, all that shit is not arrogance. It's confidence. It's confidence in me knowing that whoever comes in front of me, white, black, Jew, Gentile, space alien, I will toe tag and body bag his bitch ass if he really want this kind of war. You understand what I'm saying? I don't get intimidated. I don't believe these motherfuckers are Captain America when I come down the street. I don't walk into the bank feeling lesser than. I don't walk into another lawyer. I don't look at the motherfuckers on TV like they know what the hell they talking about. This is why you have to stop putting yourself in positions to get put on. When you have that bitch ass angle to money, where you always walking in asking for people to give you something. When you ask a man to give you something, he must have something you want. That means he's in a more powerful position. But if you did for self and created shit for yourself, what does that man have? When I was a kid, right, we were young in the game, the cops used to come through the neighborhood. All of us hated the motherfucking cops. That shit ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, they would come through the neighborhood, and one of them would get out and they have a gun on the thing. And I remember I must have been 7 years old. And the guy was talking. I said, man, if I had a gun, I'd go see what kind of man you are. He looked at me shocked as shit, but it's the truth. Now, if I got my own shit and you got your own shit, and I ain't asking you for nothing, you ain't Superman no more, homie. Now let's see if you a coward. Let's see what kind of man you are now. Only when you have the upper hand on me do these motherfuckers look like Superman. And a lot of you cats don't got your chips right, don't got your mind right, don't got your game right, don't got your grind right. That's why you look at these motherfuckers like that. And you need to wake the fuck up, homie. These motherfuckers are not what you think they are. And I don't mean, like I said to you before, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way to the white people of this country. They are in power because they have numbers. They aren't in power because they're smarter than everybody else. Let me give you a little bit of game as you being a black man, a black woman going through this life. If you thought you were as smart, or if you thought somebody was ignorant, would you have to stop them? If all the white people thought they were this smart, why would they make laws to stop us? This is not intelligence. This is scary shit. This is motherfuckers being scared. Because if they let everything be fair, then you're naturally going to beat them in some positions. The whole NBA used to be white. That shit was boring. Now the whole NBA is black. Right? Serena Williams is killing motherfuckers at the U.S. Open. Everything we get involved in, homie, we show up. Now, you always think it's something that has to do with physical ability. We're also very smart. We're also very creative. All the music you listen to is us. Right? All the architecture and all the engineering and all the physics, that came from us. That came from our group. That didn't come from their group. Right? Their group walks around and paints Cleopatra white and calls her Elizabeth Taylor. They painted Jesus white for a lot of you dumb motherfuckers who still believe that shit too. Right? But all this shit is set up to make you feel that these cats are somehow Captain America, Superman. So the only way that you know how to combat this shit is to turn into someone like Muhammad Ali and come out here boxing. That's not the way to think about this shit. The first thing you need to do in any situation where you feel that you are lesser than is to admit that you're a bitch and get some balls, homie, because there ain't no other way around this shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sit here in the ditch being scared of motherfuckers. He a man like I'm a man. So guess what? That means when we sit at this table, then he better be fair. And if he don't want to be fair and he want to make sure he trying to make me feel lesser than, I'm going to beat the fuck out of him so he know that, hey, you better not open your mouth. That was a mistake. This is the way I feel about all corporate environments. There's always a lot of people with titles, and they hide behind that desk and they hide behind that title. But when you see them step outside, next time you in New York, homie, go stand outside at 6 p.m. and see how these motherfuckers scurry and get... They ain't a man on the street, homie. They scared of what's outside. They might be a man, all tough guy in there, but when you see them on the street, them motherfuckers tuck their tail and run. You gotta learn to get over this Superman complex that you giving to other motherfuckers. You gotta learn to stop appreciating and stop thinking that if I got plenty of white friends, I'm gonna look this way. For a lot of black women who go around looking for white men, thinking that white men gonna treat them better, you found out you a sucker too, huh, motherfucker? You learned that too, because you just as dumb. You watch Sex in the City and you think that you know, somehow all these women being 40-year-old hoes and shit, somehow that means they're living. Now you walk around, you trying to be that way and you can't be that way. You dumb. Stop putting these motherfuckers above where you are. This is step one in the game, homie. A lot of things are step one, because I never got out of step one. I should make a book called Step One to the Game and write 300 rules, because it's only you still on step one if you have not mastered that these motherfuckers pee and bleed like us, homie. If you keep walking into every situation thinking, if they don't like me, I don't know how I'm going to make money. That's because you a bitch, and you probably the son of a bitch, and you probably the grandson of a bitch. You understand what I'm saying? Because you didn't learn how to stand up and be a man. There's something in you that should pop up every time you feel that you lesser than, that either makes you angry or either makes you clear it up in your head. And if your bitch ass is still feeling like, well, you know, Freeman, we're all kind of like losers because we don't have anything, and we don't have the best of schools, and we don't have the best of neighborhoods, and we don't have the best of food, and we don't have the best of... It ain't... Look, let me tell you something. The same Mexican homies, and this is not against my Mexican people, so don't Cat Williams me on no dumb shit, but, you know, the same Mexicans are picking fucking strawberries for the worst supermarket in your neighborhood and the best. The thing is, when they put it in other people's neighborhood, they make you pay more. It's like the gas. Have you ever went to a richer neighborhood and gas is 30 cents more? For no fucking reason at all. So why wouldn't you just get gas in Compton instead of going to Beverly Hills? What is that, better gas in Beverly Hills? The same fucking 76 in both neighborhoods. Same ConocoPhillips. You gotta understand that a lot of cats, when it comes to business, when it comes to money, you think you gotta climb a mountain. You think we in the fucking boxing match with fucking Superman. We ain't in the boxing match with Superman. We ain't even in the boxing match. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your time to go out and fight motherfuckers who aren't really worth you punching. It's a waste of your energy. You should learn that they are just people you have to get around. These people, they stand in the way. You can manipulate them. You can make them feel good about yourself. You can help. You can do what you want to do, but they not really that important. Because when the shit hit the fan, if none of y'all ever been in any kind of racial situation, when the shit hits the fan, we'll see who are the men, homie. We'll see what kind of man you are. I've been in those situations. When the shit hits the fan, I didn't duck and run and coward and hide and say, oh shit, you know I can die. No, I got my shit on me too, homie. If two motherfuckers dying today, two of us are gonna die. But I'm shooting first. You gotta stop putting these cats in a situation where you feel they control your life. And that's what a lot of you cats do right now. So when I talk to you about business, when I talk to you about building an empire, some of y'all think, well, you know, Freeman, the white people won't let us. Who are these white people? Identify them. Email me. Tell me where these motherfuckers live. I will personally go and chop their bitch asses down. Let me know where they are. Give me the name and the address. Otherwise, stop imagining goals. Stop imagining motherfuckers to be Superman in this game. They really aren't that damn serious. They really aren't that damn heavy. They really aren't that damn smart. You guys are all intimidated. You're all cowards every time you get to a certain point. So instead, you don't think you can do for self, because if I don't have some white guy validating my shit, if I don't have Superman, you know what? And the reason why the people in New Orleans did so bad is because George Bush, Superman didn't come and save us. These motherfuckers should have saved themselves. I don't know how long it's going to take for black people to realize people don't really come to help us, homie. I already know that. That's why I don't talk in that fearful voice like what the fuck is going to happen? You're not going to help me? I already been there. What the fuck is going to happen to your boy Freeman and shit if I keep talking? Don't talk about white people that way. It might be seemed as kind of like you're starting a revolution. What the fuck am I scared of? What the fuck gonna happen to me? Oh, you know, they're gonna come and kill you because you know there's like a militia and there's a secret white phone that all white people have in their closet, and they all dial it together and say, this motherfucker Daniel Freeman in LA is causing major motherfucking problems. Okay, let's get together and get him. Are you joking? The shit that we have to do in our life, the money we trying to make in this world, homie, you don't need to imagine anybody in front of you. And especially if you, because a lot of black people, we always think that somebody's trying to stop us. Let's find out who that motherfucker is. Call me up, email me, tell me where he's at. I'll chop his bitch ass down so we can proceed. Until then, stop believing in DC Comics, homie. Until then, stop believing in Marvel. Until then, motherfucker, stop going to see Captain America. That shit ain't real. This motherfucker Christopher Reeves got paraplegic and died. That's who these motherfuckers really is. Or you understand what I'm saying? He just a frail ass man who acting like he tough. We'll see when the shit hits the fan what kind of man he is. Until then, homie, stop imagining Superman. Get your money. Handle your business. Build your business. Build your empire. Take care of your family. Buy some property. Buy some stock. Be rich. Be married. Next time, homie. Next time, young partner.